Sanji is part of a family of assassins. Chapter 814, One Piece review. Okay, so this chapter started off with the Straw Hats, and it was flipping back and forward between the future and the present, and we were doing kind of cool stuff like that. So the chapter starts off with all the Straw Hats, and then we're kind of talking about what to do about the whole thing with Sanji, the whole thing with Big Mom, the whole thing with Kaido, the whole thing with... They were just really going over everything that's happened in the New World, and I love the New World so far. The New World, it has to be some of my favourite parts of One Piece. I know some people will disagree with me there, but I fucking loved it. I fucking loved the New World. The whole thing with Kaido, I love that. That whole thing on Pug Hazard, I actually really like that. Even though I felt like they've been dragged out a little bit, I feel like One Piece is dragging a lot recently. But this Zoe arc has been fucking awesome. I love Zoe so far. It is kind of a setup arc for future events of... I wanted to say Fairy Tail, but it's One Piece. We're talking about One Piece here, and it's setting up for future events of One Piece, and I love stuff like this. So basically what we got is we got Zoro pretty much spitting bars and going, right, basically, we're in shit with Kaido, we're in shit with Big Mom. You picked a fight with Big Mom, Luffy, you fucking idiot. Why did you do that? So, and they were like, well, Kaido's going to come at us, so what's the point? We need to focus on Kaido. We need to beat down Kaido. Forget Sanji. We can do this without him. So they decided to go to Nekomonchi, or Nekomon, the big fucking cat, to see Peckhams. They decided to go and see Peckhams. So Luffy didn't want to leave Sanji. They didn't want to... Luffy was like, nah, I don't want this other person to join the crew. And then they were like, no, we'll be part of Big Mom's crew. We won't even be the Straw Hats anymore. Like, the Straw Hats won't even exist if this marriage goes through. Who would want... I don't want them to get married. Then fucking Nami was defending Sanji so much in this chapter. It was so adorable. I totally want them to get married. They should be the ones getting married, not whoever the fucking third daughter of the 35th daughter of the Charlotte family. They don't need to be getting married. No, we need to have Sanji and Nami. They need to be getting married. We don't... Nah. No, I'm not happy about it. So it was just overall a really cool chapter. I really liked it. Sanji is part of a family of assassins. Oh right, so they go to Nekomonchi, and he was like having a bath and his wings reopened. We also meet a Jaguar dude. He's pretty cool. He said that like, but go see Peckhams. He's in the back room, but don't tell anyone. I don't want anyone to know about this. So they go and see him, and they want to find out more about Sanji. And I think the next chapter will pretty much be there. The rest of it, we'll talk a bit more about it, because I feel like it needs to happen, because they can't just rush in there without a plan. So over the next couple of chapters, I think that it'll be like them talking to Peckhams a bit more, and we find out that Peckhams is related to Nekomonchi. It's Peckham something or other. I cannot pronounce his cat name to save my life. So they're talking to Peckhams, and Peckham's like, well, his family of assassins. You need... What have you been doing? Living under a rock? You don't know who the Vinsmokes are? They're proper renowned, apparently, in sort of the underworld. So that was a chapter. Not quite a lot happened. I did like them, all the Straw Hats kind of talking, minus Sanji, about what to do. Like, should we fight Kaido? Should we go and rescue Sanji? Like, I feel like there will be a divide in the Straw Hats. Some of them will side with Zoro and the others will side with Luffy. I'm not sure which. I feel like it'll be... I'm going to try and take a guess here. I can see Luffy go in. I feel like it'd be bad for the Straw Hats to split up though, but I can see Luffy go in, Nami go in, Chopper going, Frankie going, and then... but then who's left? And then I could see people staying as Zoro, Brook. I don't know, maybe Brook not. But I've seen Zoro, Brook, Robin. Because I reckon that there is a poneglyph on there, on the island somewhere. Because there's still part of the island that we haven't actually seen. There's loads of... I think we've actually... No, let me rephrase that. I think we've seen most of the island, but I feel like there is somewhere where we haven't seen. There's like probably a little bit off. And we need to find out more about Raizo. We need to find out more about him. Where is he? Is he on this island? They said that he was going to be there, but he's not. So maybe he's gone back to Wano Kingdom. Maybe he's went back there looking for Kinemon and Momonosuke and Kaizu or whatever. I can't remember the third one's name. So yeah, I feel like Robin will go, Brook will go, Zoro will go, and Usopp will... No, they'll all stay. So that'd be like Team Zoro, and then there'd be Team Luffy. So yeah, I feel like that could happen, but in a way, if the Straw Hats divide, then that makes them weaker as a whole. That will make them weaker. So let me know what you think of this chapter in the comments below. This is a review, not a live reaction. I kind of like doing a review so I can kind of gather my thoughts of the chapter and tell you about it. So I have other stuff. I do like Japanese food, trying some Japanese food, trying what else did I do? Try some American food, try some American food. Do other videos, do fairy tale reviews, Boku no Hero reviews. I do a fair bit on this channel. So if you're new here, which the majority of the people will be, subscribe for more awesome videos about One Piece and fairy tale and other stuff. So give it a like, give it a watch. I don't know, go watch some other stuff. So in a bit, guys. Jack here.